G'day guys, I'm Aaron and welcome back to Where To Next. This time round we are bringing you another 4x4 builds video. So yeah, stay tuned and let's get into it.
Where to next?
Alrighty, so this is the vehicle we'll be doing a video on today. The owner of this video is a good mate of mine, Sonny. Sonny, where are you, mate?
Hey, how you going?
Here you go. So yeah, tell us a bit about your vehicle, starting off with, I guess, the year make of this car.
Yeah, so it's a Nissan Patrol GU. It's a 2003 model. Came with the ZD30 motor, 3 litre. And yeah, I'll tell you a bit more about it. There's a bit that's changed, so
sweet.
What do you want to start with?
We'll start with the front and whatnot first, and what's on there.
So this came with the car. It's just the genuine Nissan steel bull bar. Spotties came with it. These are just some Hella spotters. Yeah, Spotties by Hella.
Oh yeah.
So they just came with the car. They were wired up properly into the high beam. So I haven't really changed it. I haven't really had a need to change any of this stuff. So yeah, just a steel bull bar. Since we're here near the tyres, so these are 33s. What are they? 285s, 75s, 16s. They're my second set of all-terrains. I do a lot of highway stuff and just a little bit of off-road, mainly sand driving, so all-terrains were kind of the no-brainer for me. I do like the look of muddies, but it just doesn't make sense for what I do.
Is this the same second set of the same tyre, brand tyre, or not?
I changed the brand. When I initially bought the car, they came with some Federal all-terrains. So I just replaced them with some Toyo Open Countries. Yeah. So I just wanted something a bit different, a bit more aggressive than the Federals.
And how many Ks do you reckon you've got out of them so far?
These ones, I reckon I've probably got 30,000 Ks. Oh, they're pretty brand new still.
Doing pretty good then.
Yeah, they're pretty quiet on the road as well. And then from here you can probably see the suspension.
Just about to say that.
Yeah,
looks
so
like something in there.
Dobinson 2-inch lift. I've got the heaviest rating that Dobinson offer, which I did that when I first bought the car, just replaced it with standard suspension, and just being new to four-wheel driving, I just kind of gone the heavier the better, the bigger the better, and that's not really always the case because the ride is pretty harsh. So if I had my time again, I'd probably go a softer ride because the car's pretty empty. So make my way around. Nissan Snorkel, that came standard with the car.
That's the factory one, yeah.
The normal general stuff, side steps, look up on the roof. I've got a Venture King's awning, pretty good when it's hot day, pretty easy, pretty cheap. I rarely use it these days anymore, but yeah, it does the job if you want to stay out of the heat. I've got it's an aluminium roof rack, so it's not a steel one. I wanted to keep the weight off the roof because the gutters can only handle about 100 kg, so I wanted to keep the weight down and I didn't want the roof rack to take all the weight, so that's an aluminium one. Some basic stuff, like these wind deflectors I had on for the car for ages. They look a bit dorky, but they actually do the trick. I kind of like them.
I honestly like them.
Yeah, they keep the dust out.
That's sweet. Come around.
Might have to cover the sticker, maybe. But yeah, got the car debadged for most of the stuff, so you don't really know that it's a 3 litre ZD30. I kind of want to erase that out of my my memory, but I'll tell you why a bit later. Pretty standard stuff. Tow ball.
Dirty gear bag on the back here, I see.
Yeah, that's been there for ages. I tried to do the zip up last night and it's had it, so I'll probably have to replace it. It's got a 33 size tyre on the back, so if you're ever wondering if you can fit it on the back of a GU, it is pretty tight.
Oh, so you didn't put a spacer or anything in between it?
There's no spaces, but
so that's just the factory.
Pretty tight, but there's a bit of a gap, just enough. Yeah. Do you want me to open up the back, or?
Yeah, let's have a look inside. Sorry man, I'm just gonna take one. Sorry guys, just got attacked by bull ants down here. Had to cut the video. Yeah, but we'll get back into it. All right, where were we?
All right, just looking at the back. So this is kind of new to the car. Normally it's pretty empty. I don't normally have the back seats in there, so it's normally just me that travels. Aaron's getting attacked by a few bull ants at the moment. I just recently built this. Something that, you know, I've done a lot of camping, and it's taken a bit of time, so there's ants attacking us.
Yeah,
everywhere.
let's just back up a bit, eh? And let's have a squeeze from the side.
Go outside or
Inside.
into the driver's seat?
Yeah. All right, take two. We'll start from this angle so the ants don't eat us.
Yeah, so I'm just kneeling on the tow ball at the moment. So as I was saying, this is a new addition to the car. I only made it up a few days ago, and it's something that I always really wanted. I don't want anything permanently mounted in the car. I want stuff to kind of stay standard and easy to kind of just change over. So it's just a bit of MDF with a few legs.
Yep. And
I've just extended one side. That's just for my own personal needs, because me and my mate normally go surf fishing, and we have a really long esky. So just to fit it along here, I just put an extra longer piece of MDF.
Yep.
On this side it's a shorter one, and accidentally I didn't really measure it properly. I just had a bit of a cowboy go at it. And the seats actually line up perfectly, so I can lay flat on this side. So
there you go.
I'd like to say I did it on purpose, but I didn't. But it's actually a really good sleeping area. And underneath.
And you just chuck a blow-up mattress on that side and just lay on it or something. Yep.
Yeah, that's right. And and also just having a false floor just allows me to put stuff underneath.
Yeah.
So Aaron might show you that a bit later, but I just got some underbed drawers, some cheapo ones. Like I said, I don't want anything to be permanently mounted. I didn't want heavy drawers, wanted to keep it light.
Yep.
So it allows me access underneath, and I've just pretty much nearly doubled my storage room in the car as well. So which kind of makes the roof rack kind of obsolete. I only really put up stuff I don't want in the car, like maybe some rod holders, or some wood that I don't want spiders or anything inside. But yeah, that's a new addition to the car.
Sweet. And anything in the front that we need to go on and have a look at?
Inside the driver's seat?
Yep. See a pair of scissors down there. Pair of scissors on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
So pretty much standard inside.
Yeah, so it's a bit messy at the moment. Obviously we've been camping. So yeah, again, I like standard stuff. So I like to keep it looking factory, and keeping everything pretty much standard. So there's not really too much going on. Even got the standard. I don't know, for your younger viewers, there's a cassette player just there as well. So I didn't even want to change that over, because I just didn't want it to mess with the look of the car. So that's pretty much standard.
Sweet. All right, but the real stuff happens underneath the bonnet. Am I correct?
Yeah. I'll take it around.
We'll get around there and have a look.
I did say this was it was a 3-litre ZD30, but not anymore. It's running in a LS1 5.7-litre V8 petrol.
LS1. And tell our viewers the reason why we went this conversion, or the story behind it.
Yeah, so when I initially bought the car, I was a big patrol man, so I always wanted to patrol. My family had a GQ one, so patrol's kind of been in the family, so I just wanted to get something similar. And I was, like I said, I was new to four-wheel driving. I knew about the 4.2 turbo diesels, but kind of out of my price range at the moment, so I knew the 3 litres kind of had some issues, but I just bit the bullet and bought it anyway. So it came with the direct injection 3 litre, so not the common rail.
Yep.
And I bought it straight away, and we took it far west coast. Served me pretty well. Did all the dunes, but I reckon somewhere along the lines the head cracked or something went wrong with it, and on the way back it was blowing a lot of white smoke. I was losing coolant, and then got it diagnosed, and yeah, it was a cracked head, so the head had to come out. And as we're doing that, found out that the cylinders were scratched up, so the whole block had to come out. And then so the first rebuild had to happen.
Oh, so the first rebuild, okay.
Yeah, first rebuild. So I rebuilt the engine. I didn't do it all myself. I did little bits and pieces, but I had a mechanic who did it. So rebuilt the engine. Probably lasted me, yeah, it probably lasted me probably a few years, and it served me well. Like, from that point I did a lot of research, looking at stuff like your EGTs, looking at your boosts, changing all the valves, doing all the nads.
Yeah,
so if you know about your nads, your Nissan
anti-grenade kit thing,
anti-grenade kit. Worked for a while. Didn't it? Just in a way, it's just a band-aid thing to the issue. So I learnt a lot about the 3 litre because I did a lot of the mechanical side, changing things around myself. But yeah, once that let go, I was like, oh, I'm not going to spend any more money.
So it let go again?
Yeah, after I rebuilt it let go, and I wasn't going to put more money in and redoing the same thing for it to happen again. It was either sell the car as is, with low motor, rebuild it, fix it, and then count my losses and just sell the car. But I didn't really want to do that. I didn't really want to get past that kind of those issues and dramas onto someone else. So for anybody that has ever had issues with cars, you know that gut feeling, you just hate it. And I just hate for someone else to kind of experience that. So I did a bit more research in LS1s. They're pretty common for this type of car, but when I was getting it done, it was only kind of fairly new. So my goal was to get it professionally installed and get an LS1 installed into it. For the amount of power that the car makes, for me to give an equivalent 4.2 turbo diesel, which was an option, I would have had to spend way more money than an LS1. So I wanted the 3 litre for diesel just did my head in, and I didn't want to go back to diesel. And I thought, you know what, give petrol a crack. I didn't really care about fuel economy or anything like that, so it's a V8.
Speaking fuel, what is your fuel range, or how many litres litres per 100?
Well, I can only speak for the LS1s, but you know, a few people on some chats and stuff like that will say that they get 16 to 18 litres per 100 Ks. I've never experienced that. It is a manual, so that might change a few things, but around town, driving it as a daily, I get about 23 litres per 100. And on the highway, I'm probably looking around 20 to 19 litres per 100, which isn't too bad. And that's fairly empty, not with a lot of gear. Alright.
But no regrets, you're happy with it, and anything else you had to do as well? Exhaust or anything like that? Or was it pretty much the standard gear in the Patrol?
With the engine?
Yeah, did you have to add
in? With the engine, basically being a second-hand engine as well, so with the conversion, it's running all Mark's kit. The guy that I get it done from, he uses all Mark's kit, and he's been doing conversions for a very long time, and he's very good at what he does. I don't know, we might give him a bit of a plug later. But with the kit itself, you have to get your own extractors, exhaust. It's running a 3-inch exhaust system, 2.5 extractors to a 3-inch exhaust system with a muffler.
I have heard this thing and it sounds bloody awesome.
Yeah, if you don't run the muffler, it gets that thong slap sound, but it does sound nice, and it gives a nice tune out. Other than that, it's just pretty much running the standard Nissan radiator now. I did have a different radiator in there. It was an eBay one. It was a 3-core copper radiator. It worked great for the first year, and then after that it just started getting some leaks, and I started having issues with it. So I just replaced that back. So if anyone's running an LS1 or any LS motors, the ZD30 standard Nissan radiator actually keeps it cool. So and I've had this in for probably the last year and had no dramas with the heating.
Dual battery, running one?
I did have a dual battery, but I've taken it out. This is a fairly new alternator. The old alternator that came with the engine swap died out, so it pretty much killed the dual battery system. So I'm looking at this stage just doing a portable dual battery system where I can pull it in and out of the car, just run a single cable to the starter battery, and then just run some solar if I need it, whatever, because I normally just run an Ingle fridge, a 40 litre Ingle, and then just run some camp lights, and that's basically it. That generally does me. I don't need any more than that.
Sweet. And pretty much you just done this up for your beach fishing adventures, pretty much, isn't it?
Yeah, if normally I'm heading out, generally I don't go full driving just for full driving. I like to kind of go full driving for a destination. So if I do go somewhere, I'll go for a beach fish. But yeah, it's mainly set up for touring and beach and fishing, and that's it. So I've set it up to my own personal needs.
Yep.
I didn't really want to do all the extra crazy stuff. I didn't want to put on anything I didn't need to. Pretty much all the money has gone into the engine.
Yeah.
Which that's basically it.
Yeah.
The suspension is solid axle.
Yeah.
So it's one of the few solid axle 4 drives that you can buy. A lot of them go IFS at the moment. Being solid axle, missing a renown for the strength, so they didn't put that into the engines, but obviously into the driveline. So I've had no dramas with the driveline at all, so they're pretty good.
Yeah. Sweet. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Yeah, so if you like what you've seen, you know, give us a big thumbs up and hit the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Leave a comment if there's anything you want to know more about the vehicle, or if there's anything you recommend getting done to it. But yeah, right now we're gonna get down to the beach and do some fishing. But yeah, until then, we'll see you next time on Where To Next. Sweet.